How's it going, everybody? I'm starting another helmet painting here. This helmet is for AP Designs. They do all the painting for Monster Energy drink athletes. When I go and pick up these helmets from AP Designs, the riders already have an idea of what they want. They'll give me a rough idea. They'll give me some suggestions. Sometimes they'll give me a photograph or something they found online. A lot of it has to be reworked. They're really bad quality sometimes. Sometimes they give me it's almost like a will and testament, some of these things. I had one athlete want me to even read a book so I could get some insight on what the design was all about. But anyways, yeah, once I get a detailed sketch on what their ideas are, I'll get it all out on paper, and then what I do is I'll get a tracing paper and I'll trace the design out, and I'll do both sides. And I use the tracing paper, it's almost like a carbon paper. So I tape off the helmet on the back where I'm going to put the drawing, and then I will tape down the tracing paper and I'll draw the design and put it onto the tape. And then once I take the tracing paper off, what I do is I go over it with a pen. I guess I don't really have to do it that way, but the next step is I got to cut it out with a razor blade. And a lot of times I can't see it if it's just a pencil lead. So I can see it a lot better if I go over it with a black pen. I can see where I cut. Because you don't want to be cutting double, over you don't want to do the same cut, because it goes to kind of, you try to go as slightly as you can on the tape so it just cuts the tape and not into the helmet. Because if you double cut into the helmet, it's not, sometimes when you paint on it and you remask it, it'll pull some of the paint off, because these things have a light coating of clear over them, and if you cut in too deep, you'll peel that clear off, so that part of your design will come off and it just makes a mess, and then you got to redo it, and it takes a lot of time. Now, once I get it all cut out, I'll spray it, and usually I'll spray it a neutral color. A lot of times it's white, but I just generally try to go to neutral color, so then the other colors I go with, it'll match what I laid down as my initial color. And then once I have that all sprayed out, I go over it again with the pencil so I can see where all my lines are. And then I'll start masking off each section, and then I paint off each section. And it's quite a process. It's a lot of fun, but it's a lot of work as well. It's fun to see them start to come to life once you start applying all the different colors and you start doing the detail. It's just really exciting. That's what makes this job so much fun. So I got some of the stuff airbrushed, so then I start applying with brushwork, and I'll do a little brushwork, get some detail in there, and then I'll go back in there with an airbrush to kind of smooth it out. I generally do all my work at my dining room table, and then I have my airbrush all set up out in my garage. I don't go and work into the shop, AP Design shop. I feel comfortable working at home, so I'll just do it here. My wife doesn't like it, but that's okay. I mean, I try to keep the place clean. I don't get too messy, Out in the garage it's kind of messy though. You can't help but spill paint here and there with an airbrush. I use various sizes of brushes through the whole process. I have some real fine brushes and a little bit thicker brushes. I like to use a number 4 round. It's got a really nice point to it, and you can apply a lot of material, a lot of paint onto the helmet and still get that real sharp, nice pointed, nice points on them with the number 4. I use a number 4 and a number 2 and a 0. But I'll use whatever the job requires. I'll use whatever brush I need to get the right effect that I'm looking for. Now I use this clear mask. It's mainly for automotive use. It works really nice on a flat surface, a flat shiny surface. It sticks really well. This stuff, it doesn't stick so well on these helmets. Constantly I got to keep pressing it down. I guess I'm just too lazy to go find some other stuff that'll work better than what I use, but I've been using this stuff for years. It's pretty cheap. See, you can see the whole roll there in the background. I think it's like $50, $60 a roll. It lasts me like 5 years, and it works. It gets the job done. But if any of you know of a nice tacky clear masking, please leave in a comment below, and then I could try that out. Getting close to finished here. Just got little details here and there. I'll look it over and see if where there's little things that I need to maybe redo or make it pop out a little bit better. So I'll look at it for a little bit and just work on it here and there. See right here, I got a really fine brush, get a real fine line in there. Okay, it looks finished to me, so time for delivery. So here I am, AP Designs, and there you go, finished.